The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Bo Sox got 11 hits overall as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Royals are in third place in the AL Central, and the Red Sox are leading the AL East. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-1. As of right now, the Blue Jays are in last place in the AL East. while the Indians are in 4th place in the AL Central. The Tigers had 12 hits as a team as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 4-3. As of today, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the White Sox are 2nd in the division. The Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-2. In the standings, the Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, and the Twins are leading the American League Central. The Rays finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. It was their 5th straight victory. Heading into the day, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, while the Rays are 3rd in the division. The Houston Astros combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-5. As of right now, the A's sit in 1st place in the American League West Division, and the Astros are 3rd in the division. The Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-0. As of today, the Mets sit in last place in the National League East, while the Mariners are in last place in the AL West. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-1. In the standings, the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Angels sit in 2nd place in the American League West. The Cubs brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. The win was their 5th straight as a team. At the start of the day, the Cubs are in 2nd place in the NL Central, while the Reds are 3rd in the division. The Nationals tallied 5 home runs overall as they plundered the Pirates 17-2. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Nationals sit in 1st place in the National League East Division. The Cardinals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-0. As of today, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, while the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East. The Marlins completed a 3-game series sweep as they got a road win against Arizona 9-5. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, while the Marlins are in 4th place in the NL East. The Rockies earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 6-5. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in 4th place in the National League West, while the Braves are in 2nd place in the NL East. The Dodgers finished off the 4-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-2. They now have 5 straight wins. In the standings, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, while the Giants are at the bottom of the division. The Brewers totaled 11 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-4. As of today, the Padres sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, and the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. Good morning and happy Friday, baseball fans. Let's jump right in. Here's what's happening around Major League Baseball. Kyle Schwarber had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the Cubs got the best of Oakland 4-2.
Ayúdame a volver. Te amo. No te vayas. ¿Por qué me preguntas algo tan extraño? Me pregunto qué raro, porque te cuesta tanto trabajo responderme. ¿Qué amas de mí? ¿Mi cuerpo o mi alma? Mi amor, me gusta de ti. Por eso te amo. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Estás molesta conmigo? Sí, estoy enojada. No me gusta responder algo con tus sentimientos. El mensaje que me enviaste decía que si yo no venía a verte ibas a buscarme en casa sin importar las consecuencias. Ahora pretendes extorsionarme para alejarte conmigo. No, no era una amenaza. Simplemente estaba desesperado por verte. No tienes que entenderlo, sí, es una agonía. Ah, Juan, por favor, este jueguito es bastante absurdo. Ya deja de castigarme por algo de lo que no soy culpable. Mi amor, yo te amo como tú a mí y te quiero besar tanto como tú a mí. Nick, pero ¿qué haces con todo eso? Y el carrito y la escoba. ¿Es para defenderte? ¿Por qué está Camila? No, este es mi trabajo, por lo único que encontré. Bueno, pero no tienes por qué sentirte mal. Mira, yo cuando estaba en Nueva York tuve que hacer muchos trabajos para pagar mis clases. Pateaba perros, lavaba autos, hasta tuve que ser mesera en un restaurante. Sí, pero es diferente, Nick. Tú tienes todo un futuro por delante. En cambio, yo siento que todo lo que estudié ya valió. Imagínate cómo me sentí mi primer día de trabajo. Es horrible sentirse así de fracasado. Mira, te voy a decir una cosa. Eso es típico de los superhéroes como usted. Se atormenta por lo que no hacen y no ven lo que sí hacen. En cada canto del día defiende la justicia como abogado. Y por las noches pelea sin tregua contra los que amenazan el ambiente. Mira, si te estás burlando de mi trabajo, mejor para. No, te lo juro por Dios, yo los he visto en la TV, son microscópicos, son como invasores alienígenas. Y tú proteges a todos aquí de ellos. Dale, algo así. Ay, sí, David. No siempre me haces pasar de mi lado. Muchas gracias. Ay, no es posible. Seguro te aburrí con todos mis problemas. ¿Aburrirme? Si volvemos y me cuentas el resto. Te juro que nunca había alguien con tanta belleza para desahogarse. Bueno, lo que sí te voy a decir es que me sorprendí. Fíjate que hacerme bailar en un restaurante. No tienes idea, Camila, de todo lo que haría para verte feliz. Es más, si no me alcanzara esta vida, pues digo, no persona como la yo ya me voy a dormir. Gracias por sostenerme. Mañana tengo que trabajar. Buenas noches. Oye, ¿no me vas a dar un besito de despedida?
Hola, Elena. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Bueno, pero vas a decir que soy una obsesiva, pero me gustaría preguntarte algo de la oficina. Bueno, yo no tengo más y aprovecho y ya no se va a dormir. Buenas noches. Ay, pero... Ay, que descanses.
Disculpas que las cosas están cambiando un camino y no quise cortar el momento. ¿Qué es lo que pasa?
Mejor lo hablamos mañana en la oficina. Espero primero.
¿Que ya no te puede dormir en la mañana? Está bien, cuñadita, y nos vemos.
Espérate. ¿Sabes algo de algo? Me estaba llamando y no me contesta.
Seguro que está en mi departamento. Ya sabes cómo es que no avisa cuando decide irse para allá. Debe estar dormido.
Está bien. Ya ves si te llamo mañana. ¿Quién es ahí? ¿Eres tú? Vaya susto que me has dado. Pensé que era la pandilla de los perros que se habían metido en la casa y digo...
Perdón. No quise despertarlas, perdón.
¿Qué?
Es que Adrián estuvo aquí.
¿Cómo?
Sí, la sentí. Se sentó en mi cama, estoy seguro.
Pues esta vez sí que no me tocó verla. ¿Y qué pasó? ¿Dónde está? ¿Se te escapó?
Sí. Yo estaba dormido, creo.
Entonces estaba soñando.
No. Estuvo ahí. Estuvo a mi lado, me hablaba al oído y... Yo trataba de reaccionar, pero no podía. Cuando finalmente pude hacerlo, pues ya no estaba. Pero no se puede haber ido muy lejos, tiene que estar por aquí.
A ver, Diego, yo creo que te lo imaginaste, ¿no? Porque si Mónica hubiera venido, me hubiera avisado, los hubiera avisado, ¿no?
Sí, tienes razón. Creo que lo imaginé.
Diego, algunos sueños parecen la política, pero los sueños solo. Así que ahora a descansar y a dormir. Mañana no vamos a valer ni para una, vamos. A dormir.
No lo puedo aguantar. No lo soporto. No tolero estar limpiando estos pisos.
Bueno, pues yo te entiendo, porque yo también odio planchar camisas.
No, ¿qué haces, Aileen?
Pues ayudarte para que salgas más rápido.
No me vas a ayudar, ¿cómo que es?
Aquí no pasa nada. Si fuera a plancharte, diría que no te ayudo, pero esto no pasa nada. Ya, vamos.
Son las 2 de la mañana. Ya.
¿Tú? Pensé que eran las 4 y un poco temprano. Vamos a terminar y después nos vamos a tomar un café, ¿ok? Ándale.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Kansas City Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 10-1. As of right now, the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Royals sit in third place in the American League Central. The Minnesota Twins finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-3. They now have 6 straight victories. Entering the day's action, the Indians sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, while the Twins are 2nd in the division. The Baltimore Orioles launched 3 home runs as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 11-5.
Ya somos dos entonces, ¿eh? Porque ni el dije ni yo vamos a dejar que tú te vayas a ninguna parte.
Bueno, pero no le cuentes nada a nadie de esto, que sea tu misión secreta. Sí.
Misión secreta.
It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting in the American League Central, the Royals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they dismantled the White Sox 11-4. The Bronx Bombers racked up 11 hits as a team as they pulverized the Twins 12-3. Brandon Marsh drove home 3 runs as Tampa Bay downed Cleveland 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory. Kyle Funkhauser got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10 as the Tigers disposed of the Angels 4-1. The Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 6-5. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Freddie Freeman had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping Atlanta to a win over
El pasado no tiene nada que ver con lo nuestro. Jamás te pregunté qué fuiste o qué hiciste antes de conocerme.
Tal vez debiste ser. ¿Quién sabe que te hubieras enamorado tanto?
Por supuesto que sí. Lo que importa es lo que sentimos el uno por el otro. Lo que importa es el presente. Yo sé que tú me amas como yo te amo a ti. No morirás en el suelo.
¡Suéltatela! No quiero tu cuerpo, no quiero tus besos, no quiero tu pasión.
¿Pero qué pasa contigo? ¿Qué quieres? Dime. Primero me pones como loco y luego te arrepientes. ¿A qué estamos jugando? Dime.
¿Quién vas a brillar acostada contigo?
the beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Kansas City Royals swatted 4 home runs in this one as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 12-4. Heading into the day, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Royals are 2nd in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The White Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Rays 3-2. As of today, the White Sox have now clinched one of 2 AL wildcard spots with the win, and the Rays sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, 10 games out of first. Carlos Santana drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Twins downed the Tribe 6-5. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. At the start of the day, the Indians are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Twins are atop the division, 4 games up. The Yanks went deep 4 times as they took down the Red Sox on the road 11-10. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 14 games back. And the Yankees are atop the division, an impressive 10 games ahead of 2nd. Reese McGuire was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 14-3. In the standings, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Oakland Athletics completed a 3-game series sweep as they nabbed the extra innings win over the Mariners 4-3. As of today, the Mariners are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Athletics are 2nd in the division, 8 games out of first. The Astros combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-2. As of right now, the Astros are leading the AL West. They hold a comfortable 8-game advantage, while the Angels are 3rd in the division, 17 games out of first. Patrick Corbin won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season, helping the Nats down the Braves 8-1. He currently has the most wins in the National League. Heading into the day, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, 16 games out of first. And the Nationals are 2nd in the division, 14 games back. The Miami Marlins brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 1-0. Entering Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball.
Let's play ball. Three. Ball 4, take the ball. 3.
Entonces dime a qué viniste.
A dejarte muy claro que no me gustan los ultimátums.
3. Take the base, ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. Three.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at
3.
Now,
3.
yeah,
Take the base, ball 4. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Royals, number 21, Mark Canna.
Buenos días. Es que me levanté bien tempranito para prepararte el desayuno.
Hello, baseball fans.
Play ball. He's safe. First base. Ball four. Take the ball. Three. Take the base. Ball four. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Ball four, take the base. Take the base, ball four. Ball four, take the base. Three.
Eres un amor, gracias.
No, es que lo disfruto.
Valeria,
Good morning.